Alright, so you vanquished, Arkon, the Great Lord of the Dark. You descend down into the mountains, down from the mountains, and the first village you find is just like rended and torn asunder. But you find that everyone knows your name and everyone knows what you did. And for some reason, no one can explain how or why they know. So what do you plan on doing for the rest of your life? Like, as a character.
Immediately, I'm gonna be fucking all the bitches.
Time to go wenching!
Hey man, I almost died like 100 fucking times in the last 12 hours.
Yeah. Technically, it was like, a year because of how fast days were going by. But whatever.
And then I'm going to set up my own kingdom.
Yeah, you have no problems at all, like, finding subjects willing to follow you. Everybody's willing to make alliances and shit. Where do you want to make it at? What kind of terrain? Like, I want to be in the forest, so I can, whatever.
Going to be in like kind of like a Highlands type area thing.
Okay.
Somewhere that's incredibly easy to defend.
Like an island fortress type thing?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So you live out the rest of your days in blissful happiness. Until the day of your death. The ripe old age of like 70. You got like a dozen kids. Like 4 wives. The whole fucking rich. Your king is rich and prosperous and all that. And then the end days come. You get old and infirm. Eventually you're in your sick bed. You're surrounded by loving family and you die. And you find yourself standing in this giant white empty void. And in front of you is a pub, bar, tavern. The sign out front is kind of rickety and creaking, swinging in the wind that you can't feel. It says the Four Winds. And you walk in, and inside there's maybe a dozen people. The bar's like half full. And a lot of these folk have clothing that you've just never seen before. These weird metallic L-shaped pieces of metal on some of their hips. Some of them got these weird fan braces on that are glowing and blinking in odd ways with weird symbols you've never seen before. And most of them are speaking languages you've never heard before in your life. There's a man at the end of the bar in this slate gray armor with intricate silver work on it. It looks like all these men look hardcore as shit. Even the ones with the smile on their face and were laughing look like they've seen some serious stuff. And the barkeep walks in and goes, "How can I help you?"
Where am I?
Well, you're at the Four Winds.
Yes, but where's the Four Winds?
I can't answer that.
Me can't answer that.
Well, I don't know. I've never known, actually. I do really wish I could answer that question. Everybody asks it when they first come.
Who are all these people?
Well, they're from different places and times, and they all end up here. I don't know how, or really why. I do know that sometimes they're called back. Eventually.
What do you mean, back?
away from here. There's not a lot outside. So they spend their time here, they go outside and disappear. They wander back eventually. Sit, have a drink on the house.
Thanks.
And, to be a douchebag, that's what I'm gonna call it.